All right, we are on to the relays. This is the 7-8 girls 100 freestyle relay. Each swimmer will do a 25 of the pool, 1 length. In lane 2, Hobcaw, 3 is West County, 4 Somerville Y, 5 Legend Oaks, 6 is Long Point, 7 is the Country Club, 8 is Chamelon.
Now, in the relays with freestyle, you can determine the order however you want. It is tradition to have your fastest swimmer be the anchor, the fourth leg. However, other things come into play. Do you have a swimmer in the 7-8 age group who's really good at diving off the block?
That's a big thing for these coaches, right? I think the biggest factors, Tara, from what I've heard as far as coaches in the 7-8 age group, who's good at diving off the blocks and who's going to false start.
Yes.
If someone's going to false start, they're going first.
You know, picture an 8-year-old that is just smiling ear to ear and full of energy, very active and hyper. Every practice ready to go. You may not want to put them on a relay start because they may just jump the gun and go early.
On the college level, there's actually been a trend, and we've seen this a lot, but especially this year. Guess where teams are putting their fastest swimmers now a lot in college?
I hope first. I've always loved that. Where? Second. Interesting, because that is traditionally the weakest. Well, if you go like the old school way.
Well, the idea of putting fast swimmers second is you still out in front, but off a relay takeoff.
Mm-hmm. I love the idea of going fastest, putting your fastest swimmer first, because I think more often than not, kids respond to that positive peer pressure. They're like, my team's winning. I got to keep it going. I've talked to some summer league coaches about that. Not a good idea at this level all the time because there can be a bit, you know, one swimmer on your team goes 16 seconds and someone else goes 24. You never want that swimmer who goes at 24 seconds to feel like they quote unquote lost it for the team.
As we get set for the final heat, the winning time there was 1:21.26 for the Country Club. That should move up. And we're going to have a couple of seconds here before we get to this final heat. Got to get everyone in place on the bulkhead. It's a lot of swimmers that need to all be in the same place.
I think the adults lining the kids up may need a nap after this. Or something stronger. A drink, a nap, I don't know. I'm in a sweet tea, David.
All right, looks like we're just about ready to go here. The James Island swimmers in lane 1 getting into place. We're ready back here. This is heat 2 of the girls 7-8 100 freestyle relay. James Island in 1, Crowfield in 2, Newington in 3, Northbridge in 4, Sneap Farm in 5, Daniel Island in 6, North Charleston in lane 7, Ashboro in 8, Shadow Moss in 9, Park Shore in 10. Newington off to a strong start. Daniel Island off to a strong start. Super tight right now, and the lead can change. You never know who's going to have it on the day. Sneap Farm looking good. Daniel Island looking good up in lane 9. Shadow Moss looking good. As we're coming up here on the halfway point, Sneap Farm with the lead.
Another pair of lost goggles. Thankfully, it's just a 25.
Just the 25 is right. Daniel Island in second. Northbridge coming on.
Oh my gosh, that Sneap Farm swimmer has not breathed except one time.
Hey, even without the goggles, being tough, we like it.
Wow. She was like, goggles mess me up when I breathe. I just won't breathe.
Sneap Farm's going to win this relay. Northbridge, that's Amara Swain pulling Northbridge ahead of Daniel Island in the battle for second. And she's coming up on Sneap Farm. But I think Sneap Farm's going to hold on here and take this win. They do. Sneap Farm in 1:09.52. Northbridge second in 1:11.30. Huge drops for all these teams. Daniel Island takes third in 1:11.67. Shadow Moss up at the top of your screen, toward the top of your screen, was fourth.
All right, so Sneap Farm was seeded first in that one. They were expected to win, and they did, handedly. There comes our anchor swimmer, Even. So the third leg swimmer, I'd love to talk to her later and get her name. Her goggles wrapped around her face. We saw what that can do with swimmers Keith Aikman earlier, but she just didn't breathe. She's just went for it.